Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Apparently, my son is getting zero matches on some dating app. So this video is called Zero Matches. I've been preached, and they got 1.63 million subscribers. This got 222,000 views. It dropped February 24th, 2020, and it got 17K likes. I'm gonna get straight into it and give y'all my opinion on what they talking about and what they chatting about in this video. You feel me? With the dating apps, I feel like I got, a decent amount of knowledge where I could share why you getting zero matches. You feel me?
I'm not I'm not hurt by that comment.
Let's turn this up.
I've never seen no shit like this before in my life. You've never had a match ever?
Not on this. I got like one match on Tinder, and that was like a while back, and that did not work out. Yeah, no. I am the world's most undateable boy or man, or whatever gender you assume me to be.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep your head up, bud.
Kinda have to. Otherwise, my neck's gonna break.
This is the thing, right? So since everything is like,
Alright, you the world most undateable. You gotta ask yourself why. You got really look in the mirror. You feel me? Ask yourself why. Go in the mirror and figure that shit out. Try your best to you feel me? Try your best to work on that shit. You feel me? You can work on yourself if you really want to. My eyes hurting like a motherfucker. That's why I feel like something is in there. That's why I'm opening my eyes like that. But you feel me? Like, work on your shit and figure out why you not getting that. You feel me? It's simple. If it's not working, there's a reason why. Like, there's a reason. So all you gotta do is figure out why and adapt. Nigga, life is all about adapting, and some days you just can't adapt. Some of y'all niggas just don't know how to adapt or pivot or move. You feel me? In every situation, you gotta be able to adapt and pivot. And this is an example of a nigga that don't know how to adapt or pivot, or you just corny, or you not even you see. The thing is, you're not getting your foot in the door, so you can't even learn from your mistakes, because you can't even get in. How you gonna hate when you can't hate from outside the club? You feel me? Like,
changed over time, right? You're noticing that now most people are meeting through online dating, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think
there's a reason for that. There's a whole pandemic, and a lot of places still on lockdown. And you feel me? Like, where else you gonna meet people, honestly, unless you gonna risk it and possibly catch COVID. I mean, even though a lot of places are loosening up on that, especially New York, but still, it's like, where else you gonna meet people besides Tinder, or not Tinder, but like the dating apps, and possibly going to a club. You feel me? If you want to risk it.
online dating is positive in a lot of ways. You get to meet people you would never meet and interact with possibly. You have an opportunity to, try to talk to as many people as possible. But I'm going to speak specifically to the men, because I think the male and the female experience on online dating is completely different. Guys, if you aren't the most physically attractive, especially like towards your face, okay, don't push yourself on online dating or make it your avenue to meet people, because
Yeah, you gotta have like a decent face, like, or at least an average face. You feel me? Like, especially if you don't have a body, because a body can somewhat make up for a face. But like, yeah, if you don't have a like eye face, and you don't take good pictures, you're not gonna get a lot of matches. Simple as that. You feel me? Like, it's very simple, but you can still work on that shit. Like, take some Vaseline. You feel me? Clean your face in the morning. Dig that crust out your eye. You feel me? Wash your face. Vaseline that shit. Oil it up. If you white, you probably not gonna oil it up, but at least moisturize. You feel me? Even if you white, don't have a flaky ass face. You feel me? Take care of your face. Take care of your teeth. You feel me? Like, you could do something with that. You feel me? At least people will see that you got decent hygiene, because you don't look crusty, you don't got pimples. You feel me? You taking care of yourself.
it is the worst way for you.
That shit is important.
One, your height doesn't translate super well in online dating. Okay,
Deceiving.
pretty much it's like a face thing, right? And then from there, you're hiding all that stuff factors in. But like,
Just throw your height in the bio. Just say you 6 foot or 5'10". You feel me? Anything above 5'8", you know, just throw that in there. If you under 5'8", just lie. Just lie, honestly.
like if you don't got it, you don't got it, right? So rather than put your fucking self-esteem through that beating if it can't handle it, go find ways where it's more optimal to you. The guy in question was relatively tall, probably like 5'8", 5'9", so still, you know, above average height. Okay, these
5'8", 5'9" is not tall whatsoever, bro. I'm 6 foot, and bro, sometimes you go certain places and you realize you're not tall. Feel me? Nigga 6'5", 6'8", bro. Come on, son. That's tall. That's tall. 5'8" is, you're just average at that point. You're just average. And then I'd be 6 foot feeling average. So I can only imagine how y'all short niggas feel. It's crazy.
decent build. If he was in a social environment with social activities, right, where you're naturally talking to the opposite sex and you're meeting people on a regular basis, he would meet women.
He would have more chances to showcase something else than just fake.
Yeah, that white kid that was showing, honestly, he just got me himself some people in his bracket. You feel me? Like, go find some nerds playing like Yu-Gi-Oh, or, you know, and that's where you get some play. You feel me? That's where I think he gets some play. You know, just looking at him, just based off of looks, I think that's where he gets some play.
Face and this, because what you see on Tinder is really quick.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So my point is like, understand what your skill sets are, what you have, okay? Because Tinder, nobody knows your personality. They're not going to get to know you. They're not going to be like, oh my God, this guy looks like he's funny. That's not happening. They're looking at your face and they're swiping. So if you're not having success there, it's because your skill sets don't translate to that platform. So I tell this to a lot of dudes.
Yeah, your face don't translate to that platform. That's what it is.
It's like, get off of that. Go learn a hobby that you actually interact with the opposite sex. There's plenty of them out there, right? Go do stuff that gives you a chance to actually interact with them. But if you're not going to do that, you're going to limit your opportunities to meet them. I mean, I know dudes who fucking work at a tech company, or they work at fucking Future Shop or Best Buy, and it's like just dudes working there, and they don't have any hobbies, they don't have anything, and they're all on. Look, you have no way to meet people. You're just
literally at that. If you're in that situation, online date. That's the easiest way to go about it, to meet someone. You feel me? But work on yourself. Take eye pictures, and yeah, you should be good. You feel me? Like, it's really not that hard. And if you get 0 matches, that just means you got something to work on. You feel me? That's really what that means.
the job doesn't even give you an opportunity, and most people we at work. So my advice to folks is like, understand what you got going for you and then work accordingly. Not everyone's gonna have the best hand dealt to them. Online dating wasn't for me. I had a bit of success there, but very limited. Okay? I had to learn to do other shit. So I understand it's a struggle. I know it's hard. I know like being invisible. I know what it's like. When you've been swiping all day, right? You've been swiping. Days have passed by. Your homies is getting matches. They going on dates. They talking about how they getting laid. You not getting nothing. And sometimes when you do get matched and it's hot, it's a fucking bot. Some girl trying to sell you on her cam. Like, it's crazy. That shit will piss a man off. When you hot match, if I match with a hot girl now, I don't even believe she's real.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you talking to me, bot? Sometimes it's a real person, and they like, what the fuck's your problem? So, just understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Nah, it's just,
Not gonna hold you. I'm over here falling asleep and shit.
I'm not rude. It's just that hot matches with bots.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes, you feel me? Sometimes you match with someone who mad attractive, and you know, I never just assume, but you feel me? If I get matched with someone attractive, you feel me? I don't run into that problem. So, or at least I didn't run into that problem in the past. It's not like I use this shit now. You feel me?
Bot. It rhymes with hot mat. It rhymes with bot.
The only messages I usually get on dating apps are from the dating apps itself.
That's sad. That's sad. But just going off initial appearance of this TikTok right here, bro, you got hella crust in your eyes. You need to clean up your forehead. You feel me? And yeah, but maybe your pictures on the app is better. Let's
A while ago, I made a joke video talking about how I am literally the cover man for being ghosted or ignored and how to handle it.
literally.
I've tried a wide assortment of like pictures.
That's a good picture, you feel me? This right here, it's it's a it's a it's not a bad picture. You feel me? The only thing is they can't see your face, so I don't think anyone would swipe for you for this picture unless you had another picture like close up or a shot of your face. But this is a decent picture. Like it looks. You feel me? The fit is clean. And then you got light coming in from the back. Like you could barely see your face, so that's probably why people would swipe left on you on this picture. But this is still a kind of a clean picture, despite the fact that you can't see your face. You feel me? It's just not a dating profile picture. This is more like a IG picture. You feel me? But it's the only reason for that is because you can't see your face. But it's still a clean picture in my personal opinion. You feel me?
Pictures from me playing chess.
See, this is not a good picture. You feel me? This is not a good picture, especially for a dating profile. Cause like, first of all, you're covering your face. Everything else for this picture is fire. Like the background, the chessboard. Like this looks like a clean picture, but it's not a good picture for a dating profile. Especially since you're covering your face. It's like that's what they want to see. You feel me?
With like some rap legends to like really good outfits.
This is not a good picture for a dating profile neither. Because like once again you running into a problem where they could barely see your face. And from the distance they're just gonna guess, and from their guess they're probably gonna think you ugly. You feel me? That's what it is. The fit isn't bad. You feel me? But it's the background's just bland and like they can't see your face.
That my friend designs themselves, and she's a girl, and she was like, "Oh, these would be cool outfits." We did photo shoots and everything, and I talked.
This right here is a good picture, is a decent picture for a dating profile because you can actually see your face and it looks like you got your shit shaped up. Take down all those other pictures because they're taken away from this one right here. This is a decent picture. Like you'd probably get some matches just from off of this one picture. Take off all of those other pictures. But you need like you could see your face with this one, but I feel like this picture might also be a little catfish. But stick with that picture. Don't take off all those other shits. Maybe keep that first one, but rock with this one, and I bet you'll get at least a match. You feel me? But if you were swiping crazy, that's another thing. The algorithm will not match you if you've been swiping crazy. And the algorithm will not like literally not barely show you to anyone. So that could also be the reason why you're in the position you're in.
Talked about my superpower. Comedic timing.
And some of your stuff there in your yeah, probably need to work on that shit.
Hold on. And there was he does have that was funny. That was funny. That was great. But in a normal setting, it would.
But people on the dating app is not going to think that was funny. It was funny because it was on TikTok and the way he did it. You feel me? He did that, but
Be fine on Tinder. Shit.
I had even picked up the Bumble Premium Lifetime. I'm a member forever. I got the super swipes that I just stopped using because every time I super swipe somebody, it just nothing really happened. And then I turned on Spotlight almost every single day, and I still don't get any matches. I have friends
That's
that are
sad.
girls, and they always say
that's sad because I remember when I used Bump, bro, I don't even have good pictures, and I have terrible pictures. I purposely put up terrible pictures, bro. Like most of them are just headshots, though. But you want to know the one thing that whenever I got a match, they always say, they say they like the lips. You feel me? So you gotta highlight your best feature. For me, every time someone compliment me is always the lips, you feel me? So that's why headshots are important, you feel me? You need a close up of your face. You need a face shot, you feel me? Like your shits look crazy. And then right here on this TikTok, you look crazy. So I now I understand you feel me, even more of a reason for you not to get matches. I come on here looking crazy on purpose, but also I don't take good pictures. But I still get matches. That's crazy how you not getting no matches. It could also be where you live, honestly. Like that could play a huge role.
John, you'll be a great boyfriend, or I can't believe you don't have a girlfriend yet. And then I'm like, well, you could change that. And they'd be like, nah, I'd probably ruin our friendship.
The fact that you're even looking at girls that you call supposed friends and talking about you could change that already, your approach to them is like you've thrown yourself into the dungeon. You are in that friend zone, okay? You
Hard
put
body.
yourself there. To get out of that bitch is impossible for most people. So you also have to understand, you even being disappointed by the fact that somebody would say you'd make good boyfriend materials. Like, bruv, you've put yourself in a situation with a girl that you don't want to be your friend. You want her to be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
So you have to also acknowledge like the mistakes that you're making that are contributing to your situation.
I mean, it could be that he got in a friendship with them and he just started to like them more, and he never considered them as a girlfriend before, but because his options are so slim, he'll take anything he could get. You feel me? That could also be what it is.
Situation. I ain't never had no girl talk to me like, you make a good boyfriend. I'm like, damn, but you could be my girlfriend. That's lame, bro. That's lame. So you have to acknowledge, like, you don't want these friends. You want them for girlfriends. And you need to stop doing that shit.
So maybe we shouldn't say things like, you would make a great boyfriend to me, because it kind of like messes my head up a little bit.
They're not messing up your head. You're messing up your head. A lot of guys are out here lying, talking about, yeah, I got a bunch of girlfriends. No, you don't. You have girls you're hoping to date. And you're being friendly with them.
You have a bunch of girls that you're around, and you waiting for them to be vulnerable, and then you be like tying your shit.
Yeah.
That let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You be friends around them, and then when they vulnerable, you're like, maybe I could be the next one, and you're just
Yeah. Sometimes it works if it's mutual, but even then, honestly, friends is just not. It's, you feel me? Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad look.
deceived every time. That's what it is.
And I get it, because for me, I used to say this all the time. Like, I couldn't do the whole friendship with ladies, like real friendships. I could be cordial, I could be cool, amicable, see them what's up. But I'm talking about like we just hanging out amicably all the time, and like there's no, I couldn't do that because generally I would be attracted to them. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that, right? Mm-hmm. Now in my older years, it's a lot easier because I don't even want it. I don't give a shit.
You've been through that.
I've been through that. So now I can have homegirls that are, and I don't even think about it like that. You get me? But you're not there. So a lot of guys have to stop lying to themselves, okay? They're not messing up your head. Now, the one addendum that I would say is like some women will sometimes keep dudes that they know are into them as friends, and they're dishonest about it too. So some women do that. But you have to acknowledge your part in this because that's the only thing that you can control. And
minutes, so I show up in front of people for a long time. After a while, I kind of just came to the realization that I'm just not anybody's type, which is okay, you know. It used to bother me and like have me like down, but at some point it becomes normal, like the status quo.
Nah, you're somebody's type, and you're trying, but you just need to. You need to take a break and work on yourself. Maybe create a new account, hop off that account, work on yourself. You feel me? And come back in like 6 months to a year. You feel me? Like there's someone out there for you. You just probably should take some time to work on yourself. That's what it really is, and stop focusing so much on this app. You feel me? You've put too much of your when you stop searching, that's when it'll come to you. It's because you spending mad of your time and doing this. You feel me? And you so pressed about it. That's why you making a TikTok and all of that shit.
And then you find yourself inside of your room.
But
maybe
yeah.
my bio is too like goofy. You know what I'm saying? I say that I'm a goofball. I'm from the South.
I personally wouldn't do the goofball shit. It's up to you, but the rest of this is fun, I guess. But I'd keep my shit short and simple without saying too much. I feel like this is already too much. You done said too much. Give them some bullet points. You feel me? No one wants to read all this nonsense.
Out of my southern roots. I would love to have adventures with people. It might be my swipe right if you guys, because I truly believe that communication is the number one responsibility of both people inside of the relationship. It should be.
Um, yeah, get rid of this. You feel me? No one should say shit like this. You feel me? Swipe right if you should put something funny here or something just regular. You feel me? Like, believe that communication is number responsibility of both. Honestly, you sound like a simp right here. I hate to say it, but when niggas talk about blue pill, this is what blue pill sounds like. Believe that communication is the number one responsibility of both. We know this, and we everyone knows this, but is that how it works in real life? No, communication might lack here and there from person to person, and it might lack on one person's side. One person might communicate more than the other. It's never balanced. You feel me? So like saying this shit is just like get this moral shit out of here, please. Just take that shit out.
Be able to talk to each other about anything without being vulnerable or feeling as if the other person's going to judge you, because nobody wants that in a relationship.
Everyone's gonna judge you, bro. Everyone judges you all the time. Of course, it's not right, but it's just the way people are. People judge, and that's what it is. So, um, you just living off of morality and like virtues and what people should do, minus what people actually do. You feel me? What people should do is not real. Is not real because people don't do what they should do. They do the other shit. You feel me? The shit that they shouldn't do most of the time. So you feel me? You could keep living in that, moral, ideological, or whatever, however you say it, world. You could live in that moral high ground world and keep having these moral thoughts about people and how they should be, but that's far from the reality. Feel me?
Relationship. But if you're out there and you have never had anybody match with you or anybody interested in you or never really felt love and affection or physical touch from another person, do what I do and just get a bunch of like plushies and giant pillows. It works wonders.
That's sad, and I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna end this shit right here. But that's very sad. I believe he's just doing that for jokes. He really has them though, but like he's just saying that for jokes. But like, damn, that's sad.
I got a lot of things to cuddle with, so I'm okay. You know?
You're not okay. He's not okay. And I'm gonna end the video right there. Like if you have zero matches, stop, bro. Just stop swiping and work on yourself. Delete the app. Maybe make a new account when you come back. But take a 6 month at least. At max 1 year break. Go work on yourself. Hit the gym. Take care of your face. Take care of your body. You feel me? Stop worrying about finding someone and come back in 6 months to a year, and I bet you take some better pictures. You feel me? And I bet you it's gonna be better in 6 months to a year. You just gotta work on yourself and stop being so focused on trying to find someone. You feel me?